But yeah, other than that, like, as far as, like, the show going forward, like, there's always general improvements. I think we can try and be more aware of any, wow, this is perfect. Speech patterns. Yeah, speech patterns, hiccups, repeating words, like, just generally improve our own, podcasting skills.
The minute you mention it, we just get super aware of it.
Yeah, you become self-conscious. It's like, are you aware of your tongue? Now you are. So I know a lot of times I can talk fast, or I repeat words when I'm trying to think of a thought. Sometimes I have like weird pausing segments, and it's hard for me because I'm not doing I very rarely listen to our own show because it's weird to do that.
Yeah, I probably hear most of the speech pattern stuff because I edit.
Yeah, you have the easiest time of it, like, especially for yourself too, because you hear your own, how you speak yourself, and it's gonna grate on yourself the most. When I did the bout of editing like 4 episodes, or like the very few I did, I became very much more self-aware of my speech patterns, and I feel like I probably improved on like the 6 or 7 episodes immediately after I was editing, and have probably forgotten to pay attention to those same things.
I mean, even though you're not editing, you can still listen to them.
Yeah, but that takes time, and
I just have to listen to them.
Yeah, no, and obviously you can. It's just kind of like to find you gotta fit podcasts in your routine somewhere, and I don't have enough routine where I listen to podcasts. I make it through like maybe 2 hours of any podcast like in a week, broken up, and I don't want most of it to be my own podcast, if that makes sense.
I would say the main things that I think all 3 of us do. We say obviously. We, like, when we're starting a sentence or like a train of thought or something, we repeat the beginning of our sentence a bunch of times before we actually get into our sentence. We do that a lot. What else? Those are 2 main things, I guess.
I like the big pronounced in the middle of that declaration of the things that we do.
Yeah.
While podcasting.
Like anything you do when people are watching or you're paying attention to what you're doing, like from a outside perspective almost, it becomes impossible to perform.
I've gotten to the point where when I'm editing, I can look at the waveform for the audio, and I can see where the ums are without listening to them.
That's incredible.
Actually, I was on that on episode like 3. Like once I was doing like every weekly, like that 3rd week, yeah, I could definitely see which ones were ums, and like I always checked, but like I may as well just cut them out.
Yeah, and has a very distinct like shape to it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you're watching your own audio recording live.
Yeah, I'm watching my waveform right now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, everything else is like this nice, sloping, sort of jagged,
Oh, that's another thing.
So, is a big one for me.
Yeah, both of you say I personally don't say but both of you do.
I feel like, have I cut the ums pretty well?
You, I think, say it less than both of us, but you still do say it.
I still say it sometimes, but I definitely lean on the a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just replacing one with the other doesn't actually fix the problem. Yeah, it just transfers it over to the other bucket.
Exactly. It's not a solution. It's just there it is. It's rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. I almost said right there. Man, this is bad.
It's really hard if you're conscious about it.
And it's not exactly a problem either. There are, everyone has natural speech patterns, and like Ben, we always make fun of you for saying, in our friend group, so here's the thing. And it's not like it makes it annoying to listen to you speak. It's just, oh, that's Ben. Ben does that.
Right. Well, I think that's part of the problem I have, is that I feel like, is also a part of my speech pattern. It's something that I just naturally say in regular conversation. Not as much as I do while podcasting.
I would say is better than because really stands out if you're listening for ums.
Yeah, and reminds you that you should watch Fargo again.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
That was a preview clip from our Patreon exclusive behind the scenes episode. For the full episode, click on the link in the description.